Jones the block at the left tackle.
Damn!
Time for Fields. Now he'll accelerate and get the first down and break tackles, and he's off to the races. Oh, he got a terrific block down there by Mooney. He's in for 6. 61-yard touchdown run by the quarterback, Justin Fields.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video on the channel today. Today we're going to be discussing Justin Fields, who is hopefully going to be the long-awaited savior at the quarterback position for the Chicago Bears. Now, as you guys can see, I got the Fields jersey in the background. Some of you guys have been asking about my jerseys that I have featured in multiple videos. So if you guys want a full jersey collection video, just let me know and I will make sure to do that. But today we are going to be talking about Justin Fields and why I think personally that he can make that big leap, that big year 3 leap, and become one of the game's truly elite quarterbacks. But before I do that, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We just hit the 200 subscriber mark, so I really appreciate all of you that have subscribed so far. But make sure that if you haven't already, that you subscribe so you don't miss any of my new videos. Now, let's go ahead and get into Justin Fields. For a quick refresher for you guys, in the 2021 draft, the Bears ended up trading up to take Justin Fields out of Ohio State. His rookie year was kind of weird. You know, Matt Nagy kind of had this weird fetish for starting Andy Dalton in the early parts of the year and kind of refused to let Justin Fields play for a little bit. But when he did get the chance to play, when Andy Dalton went out with an injury and Fields became the starter, he looked promising. But he also looked like a rookie, like a lot of rookie quarterbacks do. But there was a lot there to where Bears fans were very optimistic, I think, about him going into 2022 season. And, you know, in that year, he was getting a new coach in Matt Eberflus. Had a new offensive coordinator with Luke Getsy. A lot of changes were going around Justin Fields. And I don't think that it's fair to completely write him off after his sophomore season, both because, A, he showed a lot of improvements from his first season. His passing yards went up about 400. His touchdowns went up by 10. His interceptions only went up by 1, despite having a lot more passing attempts. And his quarterback rating climbed 12 points. So he did make good improvements in his sophomore season, but with the Bears picking first overall, clearly didn't make enough improvements. Started 15 games, was out for a couple of games with an injury. So, you know, there was some getting some banged up a little bit. But I think Justin Fields, the big thing for Justin Fields and Bears fans is that they are anticipating a big leap in year 3. And I'm here to tell you that I really do think that's going to happen. Here's why I think it's going to happen. I think we look at one of the game's best quarterbacks, a guy who for his first couple of years was considered a raw. He was considered project. He was considered athletically gifted, nice arm, all the bells and whistles. And he kind of needed to be molded into a professional quarterback in the NFL. He needed to refine his footwork, refine his accuracy issues, refine his dumb plays, I guess you could say. And that guy's Josh Allen. Now, I normally won't compare player to player because, you know, different instances, different coaches, different environments, yada, 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 yada. However, what I will say is I think there are too many comparisons between Justin Fields and Josh Allen to ignore. And I also think that a lot of the signs of Justin Fields are right now pointing to being very similar to Josh Allen. And as we know, ever since his third year in the league, Josh Allen has been one of the most elite quarterbacks in the NFL. So let me give you guys some stats. So these are stats accounting for Josh Allen's first 2 years in the NFL, additionally with Justin Fields' first 2 and only 2 years in the NFL. So their completion percentage in that time period, Josh Allen had a 56.3 percentage. Justin Fields had a percentage around 60. Their touchdown percentages are exactly the same at 3.8. Josh Allen threw 1 more interception than Justin Fields at 21 to Justin Fields' 20. Yards per completion, Josh Allen was at 11.7 and Fields was at 12 even. In terms of their rushing yards, Josh Allen was at 1,141. Justin Fields was at 1,500. And, you know, their QBRs, Josh Allen's was 78.2 and Justin Fields was 79.1. So, if nothing else, this proves the notion that A, Justin Fields is not done. He, you know, is not a bust, whatever. He can get better because somebody with similar or even a little bit worse stats has done it. And B, that he is pretty much on track right where Josh Allen was. Now, I mentioned one of those last stats in my comparison between the two, the rushing yards. And I do want to take a second to highlight what an asset Justin Fields' rushing yards are. Justin Fields last season had 1,143 rushing yards. He got close to breaking the rushing record for a quarterback. He averaged 76 yards per game just on the ground, which is impressive even for a running back. I mean, that's like, Nick Chubb numbers right there. And he scored 8 touchdowns in the running game. Justin Fields' athleticism is elite. He is elite. So I don't think that he ever needs to become an elite passer to become a truly elite quarterback. I think that he can use his athletic ability and his rushing capabilities and his speed to make him more of a weapon than pretty much any other quarterback in the NFL, sans like Lamar Jackson, can be. Now, I also want to talk about the contributing factors that led to Josh Allen's ascension, right? Talking about that year three, 2020 and on, basically. Okay. Well, what are the two things that happened with Josh Allen that can or should happen with Justin Fields to ensure that he reaches his potential? Well, A, Josh Allen was paired with a awesome offensive mind in Brian Dable. He was the Bills' offense coordinator for many years before now leaving and going to the Giants. And we all saw how good he did with New York. Similarly for Justin Fields, I think that guy would be Luke Getsy, who was formerly with the Packers. He was the Packers quarterback coach under Aaron Rodgers, had a lot of success there, and has come into Chicago. And from all accounts, he's the best offensive mind in the organization right now. So if it's going to be somebody in the building right now to be that Brian Dable figure for Justin Fields, it's going to have to be Luke Getsy. And the other thing, and the thing that, again, is a direct comparison line to Josh Allen, is the Bills made a trade for Stephon Diggs, getting getting Josh Allen a legitimate superstar wide receiver, a wide receiver one, a security blanket, whatever you want to call him. That's what they got him. Because outside of Stephon Diggs, the Bills receiving core has been pretty lackluster. No offense to Isaiah McKenzie or Cole Beasley or Gabe Davis. Those guys really aren't keeping defensive coordinators up at night the way that Stephon Diggs is. Now, similarly for the Bears, what did they do this year before Justin Fields' year three season? They went out and they traded for a superstar wide receiver in DJ Moore. Gave up, the first pick, got back DJ Moore and a load of other assets. And I think this trade is going to pay so many dividends for the Bears. I absolutely love this trade. If for no other reason than getting in return DJ Moore, a young stud wide receiver who has been trapped in Carolina for his entire career, and a guy that I think will really take off with Justin Fields. Now, not only will Justin Fields benefit from DJ Moore being on the field, but the other Bears receivers will benefit from DJ Moore being on the field. I think Chase Claypool will fit more naturally into his role as like a wide type of receiver, and won't get wide receiver one attention. I think Darnell Mooney can now slide back into the Z role, and he could be a great option on third down. He can be a great short to intermediate route running guy, or maybe he's fast enough to go take the top off of the defense. I also think that taking Tyler Scott in the draft was a good pickup by the Bears. I don't expect him to be a superstar by any means, but I think that he can, at the very least, stretch the field, maybe catch a couple deep bombs from Justin Fields. So I really do think that Justin Fields can take that big leap in year three and become a very similar player to what Josh Allen is. Again, his skill set is very unique. Both of those guys are athletic freaks. They have strong arms. They're very, very gifted quarterbacks. They just need to kind of figure it all out, and the team needs to do a good job of surrounding them with adequate players to do that. Let's also not mention that the Bears, with a top 10 pick in this year, took an offensive tackle, one that many people regard to be the best pass blocker in the NFL. Justin Fields got sacked last year 55 times. And, no quarterback is really going to succeed with that level of pressure. And I think that if Justin Fields, again, can get some better protection, which I think he will with Darnell Wright, if he now has a legitimate wide receiver one in DJ Moore, and Darnell Mooney and Chase Claypool can be good secondary options, and if his relationship with Luke Getsy continues to grow, I think Justin Fields can take a big leap in year three, and I think he can really cement himself as one of the game's best quarterbacks, and probably very quickly cement himself as one of the best quarterbacks in Chicago Bears history. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'm interested to hear what your opinions are on Justin Fields. I am a big believer in Justin Fields. I think he can be great, and I think that he is going to be good for many years for the Chicago Bears. But let me know what you guys think down below. Once again, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you guys if you guys got this far, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace out.